Well, as soon as the window melts, defrosts, whatever, I'm going to get down to the office and go check on the fish. Gotta feed the fish. I made it. Alright, so I finally made it to the shop. It doesn't look like I had any kind of a loss or anything. Temperature got down to about 1 degree last night. We are in North Mississippi, and this is my shop, if you don't know, where I do sell some fish, but mostly up here I farm corals, I grow plants, and breed fish. So temperature fluctuations can be bad in this hobby. But luckily I did not lose any electricity, which a lot of people did last night. I've had a lot of messages and I've had a lot of phone calls. So I thought maybe I'd make this video to kind of go over some stuff that you can do, and maybe that'll help you. Okay, we're going to cut right to it. You're at home, a storm comes in, it's cold outside, and your electricity goes out. What do you do? Well, the first thing you want to do is hopefully you have either a gas or propane stove, and that way you can heat up water and put it in a container and literally just float it in your tank. It could be an old Coke bottle, Tupperware container, anything that'll hold the hot water. But make sure that whatever you do put in there is clean. Make sure you don't have any oils or stuff like that on it. Another thing to be prepared for is if your water is not moving, the water is not being oxygenated. So there are many things that you can do. One of them is to be prepared and have a battery operated bubble maker. Air Stone, it just runs off, I think it's a D battery, 2 D batteries, and it just basically keeps your water moving. If you don't have one of these and you're already at home and the water movement has stopped and it's too late to go to the store, go into your kitchen, get you a cup, go to the tank, scoop out some water and just pour it back in. But basically what you're trying to do is you got to break the surface tension of the top of the water to get the oxygen in the water. Now this is not an emergency right off. Your tank can be off for a couple hours with no movement and no heat, and you should be okay as long as your house is warm. And for example, let's say the electricity goes out but you have a backup generator and your heat is on in your house. Well, that's okay. As long as your house is warm, your tank will be warm too. So let's face it, when the power goes out and you are a fish keeper, it is never a good time. The only thing that you can really do is try to be prepared. How can you be prepared next time? Well, of course, you can get a generator, which those are very expensive. They do make battery backups that you can put under your tank. That is not too expensive and very helpful. A lot of people are going to experience a lot of fish loss in this weather, especially here in North Mississippi, because we're not really prepared for this. This is the coldest I ever remember it being in my life. And so people are not, geared up with generators and stuff like that. But those are some of the things that you can do. I hope that I've helped out. I'm going to go around the shop a little bit and introduce y'all to a couple of the new babies here at the shop. And then I'm going to get out of here. Stay tuned. So these are my new mystery snail babies. They hatched out, I guess, yesterday. And as you can see, they are still hatching. The clutch in the top of the bowl there, it has not started to hatch yet, but the one at the bottom has. As the mystery snails start to hatch out, they just kind of break through there. Then they all just pour out and go into the water. There's a lot of babies right there. And here is a couple of the ivory mystery snails that are growing out. I think these things are so pretty. Here is the next round of baby koi angelfish. It's really hard to get a focus in this situation because they're so small and they move around a whole lot. But there are a lot of them in there. That's probably about a third of them that you can see. They're actually scattered all throughout the tank. And here is just a few of the baby Amano shrimp that I'm trying to experiment with and hopefully get these little guys to grow out. And here is a mama cherry shrimp that is gravid. So I'm expecting some babies in this in probably about a week or two. And here are some koi babies, or not koi fish, but koi angelfish. And there's There's several groups of them in there, but they are eating and growing out just fine. Now these guys right here are from Jack Wattley. These are your turquoise discus. I'm hoping to get a pair or two out of here, and I will be breeding these as well. So anyway guys, that's my quick rundown on some things that can help you out during this storm. If y'all have any questions, comments, additions you want to add on there, go down to the comments, like it and share it and all that kind of stuff. Thank y'all for checking it out. We'll see y'all again soon.